Hello everyone, welcome to oliveboard, and I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. Now, in today's class, this is a very special class. This is a very basic class actually. So, in this particular video, we'll learn how to solve height and distance questions. But again, with a little twist, we will use a little twist here. Okay. So again, this is not a very common way of approaching, but again, for those who already know, this is a very common way. Now, again, please understand, for this particular class and for this particular technique, you need to learn a few things which are kind of prerequisites. Okay. So before I give you the approach, let's understand this. Then we'll solve questions on on that particular technique. And I can guarantee using this particular type or this particular solution technique, you can solve questions within 30 seconds. Most of the height and distance questions, if you are good in drawing the figure, the solution will not take you more than 30 seconds. That is the promise. I hope you guys will enjoy this video. Let's start, sir. And before just I start, so again, in throughout oliveboard, we are conducting a drive for those who wants free classes. So again, please understand, this is a completely free course. Course fee is absolutely zero. Every Saturday, all the faculties of our platform, we are taking completely free classes on our app. So if you are interested, please do check it out. I personally take the classes every Saturday, okay, at 10 a.m. At 10 a.m. I generally take the classes. So everybody, so this week I guess we will be completing with probability. And most of the topics that I choose generally are from the comment section of these kind of videos. Also in the live mock analysis that I do every week, there also like few students ask me to conduct some classes on certain topics. I generally pick kind of the topics from those comment sections only. So if you have again, so this is kind of open forum to everyone. So if you have a particular topic you want a class on, definitely please comment it down the topic name in the comment section. I'll take that up in one of the next classes. Okay, sir. Now let's learn our way through height and distance. Now what I am asking, or what technique I'm talking about, it is called like two types of triangle. Sir, in our 90-degree, meaning right angle triangle, there are generally two very possible ones, or two very common type of triangles are there. Sir, what are those? Let us understand. Sir, one we call right angle isosceles triangle. Right angle isosceles, meaning this is 90-degree and these two sides are equal. Also, we like to call it, sir, 45, 45, 90 triangle. Meaning, sir, what happens here, sir? You understand my point. Sir, if these two sides are equal, na, so that means this two angles must also be equal, using the basic property of isosceles triangle or geometry. Sir, 45-degree this angle, 45-degree this angle. Now, please understand. That means if these two are 45 degrees, that means sides are also equal. That is why the angles are equal. So if this is, sir, 1 unit, this is also, sir, 1 unit. And sir, what about this? The angle which is opposite to 90 degrees. Sir, can I say this is root over of 1 square plus 1 square using Pythagoras? It is root over of 2. So meaning in 45, 45, 90, always remember these two sides are equal, and the side opposite to 90 degree, opposite to right angle, that is root 2. That means the ratio of the sides are 1:1 root 2. So this is something you can understand. This is something you should remember. And the other type of triangles, the other type of triangle that we need for this, or the very common, which from where you will get so many questions in SSC, CGL, CHSL, NTPC, RRB exams, where everywhere you will get this common type. So other type, sir, other type is this, sir, where this is what we tend to call it 60, 30, 60, 90 triangle. Now, as the name suggests, sir, the angle, this is 90 degree. So this is 60 degree. This is a 30 degree. You see, total 180. So it is following all that. It is definitely following all that. Now remember the side opposite to 60 degree. This is generally say root 3. Side opposite to say 30 degree. This is generally say 1 unit. And side opposite to 90 degree. This is generally 2. So ratio actually is 1 ratio root 3 ratio 2. Now some might have this question. Sir, for 45 degree you understood because both are equal. Sir, like why the values are like this? Let me give you a very quick explanation of that as well. Do not worry. Sir, you understand. If this is a 90 degree, if I go with this 30 degree, for a moment, let us forget about this 60. So that means if I say this is H and this is B, sir, height and base. Sir, height by base, it is equal to what, sir? It is, can I write tan 30 degree using the basic trigonometry? And sir, tan 30, we all know, sir, that is 1 by root 3. Meaning, sir, H by B, it is 1 over root 3. So, please understand. Now, if I take, sir, height is 1 unit, B is root 3 unit. What actually I have already taken. You see, you use that. So, you use your Pythagoras here, you will get it. Sir, 1 square plus root 3 square. Sir. It means, sir, what? 1 square is 1, root 3 square is 3, that is a root 4, that is 2 only. That is how we get the ratio. Now, again, how to remember? In the 45, 45, 90, there is no, like, that is not so tricky to remember. But here, sometimes I've seen students get kind of, khichdi paka deta hai. How to do that? So, how to remember this in a proper manner? Always remember, there is something called sine rule. Sine rule, like if you kind of break it down, break the whole sine rule down, you will get the basic. What is the basic, sir? Anything, any angle, any side opposite to a bigger angle, it will be bigger. Any side, again, any side opposite to a bigger angle. So there are two sides. There is over here, one is 30 degree, another is 60 degree, two angles. So any side which is opposite to this particular 60 degree angle, it must be bigger than whatever side that is opposite to 30 degrees. So if the opposite side is L1 and so this is L2, always remember L2 will be greater than L1. Meaning angles are bigger means opposite sides are also bigger. So that means now you tell me 1 is greater or root 3 is greater. So definitely root 3. For those who know, he will say 1.732. Meaning that is, it is greater than 1. So meaning angle, greater angle 60. So opposite to greater angle will be the greater side. So opposite to 60 will be root 3. And opposite to 30 will be say 1. And definitely 2 is again greater than 60 even. Like the 60 degrees. So this 90 is greater than 60. So definitely the opposite side will also be greater than root 3. Root 3 was 1.732. It is less than 2. So that means the greatest side will be opposite to the greatest angle, which is opposite to the right angle. So again, this particular technique, along with this particular technique, will allow us to solve so many different questions. Let's see some examples. We'll have a better idea. So let's start with this one. Very simple question, CGL 2021. Right, sir? From a point P on a level ground, the angle of elevation of top of a tower is 30. Sir. The tower is this much high. What is the distance of point P from the foot of the tower? Very simple. I've taken a very simple question, sir. Let's understand. So this is, let's say, the tower. This is the tower. Now they are saying the tower height of the tower is 110 root 3. Sir. 110 root 3. Actually, let's do one thing. Sir, 110 root 3, sir, that is the height of this tower. Sir. Now, from a point P on the level ground, this one, sir, the angle of elevation, I'm not explaining the angle of elevation and angle of depression, right? I am hoping you guys already know this, very basic. If like from P, I'm looking upwards, it's angle of elevation. If I'm looking downwards, then whatever angle is made with this particular, like the parallel to like this horizontal, that is an angle of depression. Again, I'm hoping you guys already know this. We are understanding the technique here rather than like the basics. So, top of the tower, the angle of elevation, meaning from P, I'm looking at the top of the tower, which is this point, the angle of elevation is 30 degrees. They're asking what is the distance from point P, like of point P from the foot of the tower. Meaning, sir, this is the foot of the tower. They are asking what is this distance. So I do not know. Again, you see, you do not need to even know. So first things first, is this a 30, 60, 90 triangle? Is this a 30, 60, 90 triangle? The answer is absolutely yes, because this is always 90. 30, that means the opposite, this angle must always be 60. Now you do just one single thing. Sir, opposite to 30, sir, the ratio was 1. Opposite to 60, sir, the ratio is root 3, sir. Again, sir, one value or one unit value is 110 root 3 meters. Can anyone tell me what is the value of root 3 units? Sir, 1 unit is this, root 3 unit is root 3 into this. 110 root 3. That's your answer. You do not need any like trigonometry whatsoever. Whatever trigonometry we needed, we actually, from using that, we figured out this 1 root 3 to that ratio. That was the all trigonometry. That was all the trigonometry that we needed. Sir, 110 root 3 into root 3 is 3, sir. That means 330 meters. That is your most definitely the answer. Option number 1. Sir. This is as simple as this. And again, let me like assure you, every question, if you know how to tackle this, you will be able to like solve. Again, if there is some other value, but again, 95% of the question that generally gets asked, both in CGL, CHSL, meaning SSC exams, as well as in the railway exams, you will see those are what? Those are based on this triangle. Either 45, 45, 90 or at most 30, 60, 90. Again, this is more important. This is generally more relevant. So let's take some good questions. Sir, if I go with this, chalo sir, sir, let's do some good questions, sir. Okay, this one, sir, involving, so basic questions I'm not doing much. We are trying, like I'm trying to do some good quality questions. Okay, involving two angles. Exactly midway between the root of two towers P and Q. Okay, sir. So this is, I'm saying midway, one tower, I'm saying P, another tower. Let's draw this. So let us draw the other tower. So I'm saying, chalo sir, this tower is this. This is the tower, sir. Second tower. Achha, let's do one thing, sir. The value, let us make a little bit smaller, sir. Achha, let's do one thing. So I'm just taking something which is a little smaller, sir. I hope this makes sense. Now, sir, P and Q, the angle of elevation. So from this particular point, which is exactly the midpoint, angle of elevation is 45 and 60, sir. 45 and 60. That means, achha, sir, let's do one thing, sir. This actually we didn't actually need. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me just get rid of this. Let us just get rid of this. Otherwise, some might get confused with the extra line. Okay, actually, I like drawn it like that because it was easier to draw. That's the only reason. That is the only reason. So these two. So from a midpoint, from the exact midpoint, sir, you see, some problem is going on with this board, sir. Finally, it got selected. Chalo, sir. Now, from the midpoint of this, they have given you two angles of elevations. They have given you two angle of elevations. Right, sir? So, one angle is 60, one angle is 45. So, technically, to be politically correct, we should be taking this as 60, this as 45. Why, sir? Because it is very evident. 60 opposite will be greater, the value. This 45 will be lesser. So again, this angle is greater, I'm taking 60. This just looks smaller, I'm taking 45. Right? It won't actually affect your results if you take it opposite. But again, it is not exactly very soothing to look at. Now they are saying the height of P and Q, find the ratio of that. So only thing I know, so this is equal to this. Because this is your midpoint. Why is that? Because this is your midpoint that is given. You see, this is a 10-second question. Why, sir? If this is, sir, 1 I am taking, 45 angle means this is also 45. This is because this is 90. So can I very simply say that means these two sides are equal. So this is also 1. So one tower, P is this tower, sir, and this is Q. Why, sir? Sorry, rather I should write opposite. This is P, sir, this is Q. Why, sir? Because angles P, like with P it is making 45, with Q it is making 60. That is why the name nomenclature. So the height of tower P, if this is 1, then this is also 1. Now tell me one thing, if this is a midpoint, this is equal to this, so if this is 1, so this is also 1. And again you see, sir, this is 30 degree, na? Because 90 is this, like 60 is this, so it has to be 30. So 30 opposite, if that is 1, what is the value opposite to 60? The ratio was, sir, 1 ratio root 3. So it will be root 3 units. You see, we don't need any value. The height of tower is 1, the tower P is 1, height of tower Q is root 3. Sir, what is the ratio, sir? P to Q meaning 1 ratio root 3, sir. Option number 1. Option number, sir, 1, that is most definitely your answer. You see, very, very, very simple approach. You just need to draw the line, like draw the figure, and if you know how to proceed, if you know the only those two ratios, that actually works wonders. So let's do another one, sir. Let's this one again, 2022 CGL. From a top of this much high cliff, the angle of depression of the top and the bottom of a tower is this. Find the height of the tower. Now, a little, so this is a little better question. Here I can use this diagram, hopefully. But hopefully we can definitely use it. So again, this is I'm taking, and sir, tower, and sir, this is the angle of depression of this. So for that, I'll need, so to be politically correct again, I need the horizontal. So this is actually parallel to this. This is your cliff, sir, and this is your tower, sir. So from the top of the cliff, now I'm observant, I'm kind of standing here. Now again, let us do one thing. Let us just complete this triangle in the beginning so that we don't get problem like later on. So this is a 90-degree triangle and this whole thing is a 90-degree triangle, right, sir? Now angles are given. Angle of depression of top of the tower is 30. So that means angle of depression of top of the tower means at this point. This angle is given as 30, sir. Now first things first. Alternate angle is saying, sir, if there is any Z, so this angle is equal to this angle. So again, this angle must be equal to this angle. Now, once you are an advanced learner, you have practiced enough, you won't even write this. You will like say this directly, and you should actually. Okay. Now, again, the bottom of the tower, the angle of depression for that is 60. That means that this angle is 60. Please remember this. This angle is 60. Now, again, using the same logic, I can say, so this is 60. This is 60 degrees. Now, 195-meter high cliff, that is also given. That means this height, sir, in total is 195 degrees. Now, you see, we can see there are two like right angle triangles. So, both the triangles are actually say 90, 30, 60 triangle, or 30, 60, 90, or 60, 30, 90, whatever you want to call it. So, if that is the case, so if this is 30 degree, now I'm taking only this, the smaller triangle, 30 degrees, sir, opposite to that, this should be 1, sir. This part only it should be 1, right, sir? Right, sir, again. Now, and sir, what should be this part, like this length? Sir, it is 60 degree. If this is 30, sir, this must be 60. So this should be, sir, root 3. This should be, sir, root 3. This is from the first triangle, the smaller one. From the bigger triangle, I'm taking a different color, sir. It is 60 degrees, sir. Opposite must be, sir, root 3. And over here, this angle is, sir, 30. So, sir, this must be, sir, 1. This must be, sir, 1. Now, tell me one thing very simple. Sir, which value do I know? Only value that I know is this. That means that is, sir, nothing but your root 3 of this bigger triangle. Sir, root 3 value is 195. Can anyone tell me one value is what? Sir, 195 divided by root 3, na, sir. So let's do one thing, sir, into root 3 here. So this is root 3 into root 3. So 3, cancel this, 3 6 are this, 3 5 are this. So so this value I am getting 65 root 3. That is the value, the length from here to here, sir. Now, if this is 65 root 3, sir, this is also 65 root 3. You understand my point? This is also 65 root 3, sir. Now, if this is 65 root 3, now you take the smaller value. Here, sir, this was 1, this part, and this was a root 3. Meaning now root 3 is equal to 65 root 3. So root 3 units is 65 root 3. So 1 unit value will be 65 root 3 cancels. Now they are asking what is the height of the tower, that means this length, sir. This length is equal to nothing but, sir, this length. Now totals are 195. Out of that, we know this much, only this much is 65. So can anyone tell me how much is this? Sir, 195 minus 65, which is 130 meters. If this is 130, this is also 130. That is your question, that is your answer. Option number 3. Option number 3, 130 meters. That is most definitely your correct answer. Again, a very, very, very simple question. Very simple question. Again, I'm asking you guys this, keep it simple. Now, yes, for some it might seem like, sir, thoda complicated tha, but again, remember or imagine if you need to do this using x, y. So over there you need to take two variables, h and x, or x, y, or a, b, whatever you are comfortable with. But again, you see, here we are doing the entire questions without taking any of the variables. That is the beauty of this particular method. Now, for those who are learning this for the first time, they like this particular technique. You guys, I'm saying this, you guys might face an issue. You guys might, so you see that we human tendency is to kind of reject anything new, right? That is a basic human instinct. So for the first 5, 6, 7 days, you might feel that it is not really clicking. The timing is not there, like cricketing language, right? But again, I'm saying, please put conscious effort for the first 5 days on kind of mastering this. And again, I can promise from 6th day onwards, you will never go back to that method, the normal triangle method. And it is faster, much faster, sir. Okay, sir. So let's do one more question. Let us do one more question. Again, the same type of question. You see the ratio from the midpoint they have given, so we can figure it out. We have just done one question like this. Sir, a depression angle, sir. Let's do one more. Depression we did, na? Sir, not this one. Chalo, sir. No, this is also not. Chalo, sir. This one. This one makes a good point, sir. So angle of elevation of a flying drone from a point on the ground is this 60 degrees. Now what is happening? After flying for 5 seconds, the angle of elevation drops to 30 degrees. If the drone is flying horizontally at a constant height of this meter, the distance traveled by the drone is what? Now there is one small little change you need to make. I'm just asking. So you see, what the problem is actually. The problem is, sir, the direction is not given. Meaning, say for example, if I'm standing, so this is a little problem with the question. Let's correct it before we do. See, if I'm observing from this point, so this 60 degree can be, sir, this side, and the 30 degree can be, sir, again this side or this side. Please understand this. Please try to understand what I'm trying to say here. This problem actually gives the rise to one very important concept here. It will give us clarity on a particular thing. Sir, you see what particular clarity I'm talking about. Sir, if I just take the vertical here, so please understand, it might so happen initially the drone I have seen over here. Okay, sir. So drone was flying over here. Now the second time, the drone might be flying in this particular range. So that is the reason, you see, initially the angle was 60 degree, and now after flying for some time, it is 30 degree. Meaning, what I'm assuming, anyone? My assumption is the drone is flying in this direction. Now, this is not mentioned. Actually, this is a printing mistake in the question. It might so be happen that this is 60 degree in this side and the other time when I'm looking, this is 30 degree over here. This is 30 degree over in this direction. So it might be the drone might be flying in this direction as well. I do not know, sir. Again, let us make this. Like depending on this, the options might actually kind of follow. It might not. There's a printing mistake in that question. Simple printing mistake. But again, that because there is a printing mistake, we could have understood this concept. He said both can happen. So in which direction? So if I'm looking at the these two angles, 60 degree angle of elevation, 30 degree also angle of elevation, whether both of them are in the same direction or both of them is in the other direction, meaning one time I'm looking at this, another time I'm looking at this, or it might so happen I'm looking both the time in this direction or both the time in this direction. So what is that particular case? That should be mentioned, and it will also be always be mentioned. This is a printing mistake from the person who actually makes my PPTs. A small mistake. Again, I should not again blame him or her, because it might so happen from where he has taken this question, the PYQ question, the bank. So there might be a mistake as well. So for our purpose, for making the question a little bit interesting, what I am saying, let us take these two in the both the angles in two different directions. Now, depending on this particular the answer may be matching with the options. Answer may not be matching as well. Again, we are not very concerned, not really concerned with that, because if the answer matches well and good, if doesn't, that also doesn't make any sense, because we are learning it. Sir, 60 degrees are over here. 60 degrees are over here. I'm taking both the times the drone, that means drone is flying in this direction. This is the initial point. This is the final point. Clear, sir? Clear, sir? Constant height is given, that is 1000 root 3 meters. Meaning, sir, this side is equal to this side is equal to this side. All are 1000 root 3. You see how we'll get our answer from there. Now, the distance traveled they are asking. They are asking, find the distance between these 2 points. Find the distance between these 2 points, sir. Now, do not worry, sir. We will break down the distance into these 2 parts. I'll figure out this one and again this one. So this one I'll figure out from this triangle, because this is equal to this, sir. And this one I'll figure out from this triangle, because this is also equal to this, because these are all rectangles. Sir, 1000 root 3, I know this one, sir, which is opposite to, sir, 60 degree, which is a root 3 units. Opposite to 60 is always root 3, and I need this value. This is opposite to this angle, and this is a right angle triangle, so it must be 30, because these two side angles must be equal to, sum of these two must be equal to 90. So 30 degree opposite is always 1 unit. So root 3 units is this much. 1 unit will be what, sir? Divide. So root 3 will cancel. Can I simply say it is 1000 meters? That means this distance is 1000 meters. We got it in 1 second. Come to this side. Again, sir, this is equal to also 1000 root 3 meters. But this is, sir, again what? This is opposite to root 30 degree, which is 1 unit. So 1 unit value is this. I need what? I need this value. So this must again be with the same logic 60, because again right angle triangle. So opposite to 60, sir, we get what? We get the unit is root 3 units. The ratio is, sir, root 3 units. So if 1 unit is this, root 3 unit is be multiplied. So 1000 root 3 into another root 3. So root 3 into root 3 into 1000, so 3000. It is 3000 meters, meaning that this distance is 3000 meters. Now from this I can say what is the distance then? The 1000 meters plus this 3000 meters. So answer is 4000 meters. Now you see, I told na, there is a mistake. You see, if these two were in the same direction, na, what will happen? Na? You see, na, just try to visualize. Na, this particular initial position will be here if I'm taking in either of the direction. So 3000 minus 1000 it will happen, and we will end up getting our answer as 2000. So again here we are taking opposite direction, and again it should have been mentioned. Actually it is mentioned, but again again somehow we made a printing mistake or typing mistake while taking up this quiz. But again, we understood both the things. We actually understood for that very reason both the types we understood. I hope this is absolutely clear, this approach. Now, what you need to do, you please take that up, understand the concept. If like required, you kind of watch the video to more than once. Then you master, then you solve at least 100 200 questions of like this particular like this like chapter height and distance, and use each and every time for the first 5 days, put an conscious effort to kind of use this technique 30 60 90 or 45 45 90. Mostly I'm saying, again, I've already told this, again I'm saying it will be mostly that 30 60 90 triangle that is generally used most of the time in your exams, be it SSC, be it RRB's exams. NTPC is also very near. So again, all the exams you will get questions from this, which questions you can solve if you have mastered this. But again, it will take some practice, take some effort from your end to kind of master. So again, I hope you guys have understood this and you guys have liked the concept. And again, a quick reminder, if you guys need, please feel free to join these classes, sir. Like I'm saying this for every subject is getting covered. Each and every faculty from our platform is taking classes, both Hindi medium as well as in English medium. So again, if you have any topic, if you want to give me any topic, please, if you need a class, please comment down in the comment section of this video. I will surely take that up in one of the next classes. So again, that will be all from my end. I hope you guys have enjoyed the class. And again, if you have, please feel free to hit the like button and share the video among your friends. And again, like I hope you guys will like practice this and definitely get better. So again, keep on practicing, keep on understanding, keep on learning. So again, signing off from my end. Again, thank you so much. I hope you liked it. Bye-bye.